In the Sour and the Eastern Cape, because the Liquor Board there has introduced stricter regulations to tackle underage drinking, noise complaints and illegal outlets. The new rules aim to ensure that there's compliance and responsible trading. You might remember in 2022, 21 young people died at eNyobeni Tavern following a pens down party. That tragedy highlighted issues to do with enforcement and licensing. Watching the story is SABC News reporter Abongile Jantjies, who joins us now live from East London. Abongile, I imagine this is welcomed interventions, but it's one thing to have rules, it's another to ensure that those rules are followed.
Indeed, Ayanda, we can sit in boardrooms and ensure that we compile these policies, but the one thing that is a major issue and of importance is that these rules and regulations are implemented to ensure that compliance is adhered to and non-compliance is dealt with the most harsh in order to ensure that the message is sent against non-compliant tavern owners. Anyone dealing in liquor is that they do see the full might of the law when it comes to non-compliance. As you mentioned, the eNyobeni tragedy, particularly here in the Buffalo City Metro, is particularly one of those incidents that remain close to the people of Scenery Park, to the people of the Buffalo City Metro, to the parents who lost their loved ones. Let's bring in the spokesperson of the Eastern Cape Liquor Board, Dr. Mgwebumsia, to tell us more about what they've come up with regards to these new regulations. Sir, over to you. Thanks a lot for your time. Take us through, going forward, since the 1st of March, you've introduced new policies. Kindly take us through them.
We seek to ensure that we really improve our regulatory environment in the province through the amendment of the regulations. So we have brought in quite a number of changes that will ensure that we promote compliance amongst our liquor traders. You will know that we have been grappling with the challenge of non-compliance in the province, but also more importantly, the consumption of alcohol or serving of alcohol to the underage persons in the province. So part of what we want to do is to ensure that we protect our communities against disruptions that come from these liquor outlets in particular. So we have quite a number of changes that also include ensuring that we align our legislation or our regulations with the municipal requirements. For example, there is now a need for someone who is applying for a liquor license to also submit a municipal zoning certificate to ensure that the municipality has actually approved, that site as a business site. So for us, that is very, very important. We also expect them now to submit to us the premises population certificate. That will clearly prescribe how many people can be accommodated in that particular outlet at a given time. So for us, that is very, very important because through that, we're seeking to prevent overcrowding that sometimes does happen within these institutions, with these outlets in our province. We also want to ensure that we deal with the issue of underage drinking in our province. We have included the mandatory age verification that must be done by our liquor traders. By that we mean our liquor traders must ensure that whoever gets into their liquor establishments, that they suspect that they might be, under 18 years of age. So they must take responsibility to verify their age by requesting them to show their ID so that they can confirm their age indeed. So in the event where they refuse to show any ID or any kind of verification, therefore they should not be allowed into the establishment. So we just want to make sure that liquor traders take the responsibility to prevent young people from accessing their establishments. But we also expect them to have a signage outside there or at the entrance of their establishments that clearly shows the prohibition of the sale of alcohol to the underage persons. But I think also more importantly, what we're coming up with is to say we have noted with serious concern as the Eastern Cape Liquor Board that there are liquor traders that lease out their licenses, to other people for financial benefit or otherwise. Then we're saying that is now a criminal offense. In the event where you do that, you will face, you'll be liable for a fine or imprisonment not exceeding 2 years. So we just want to make sure that we combat that tendency of our liquor traders that, that sell or lease out their liquor licenses.
Okay, Doc. One might say this is a bit too late when you think about incidences such as the eNyobeni Tavern tragedy. How do you respond to that?
Look, it's never late. We really need to come up with all the mechanisms, with all the strategies to deal with the challenge of that come out of the, reckless use of alcohol, from non-compliance, etc. So it's never late. For us, I think it's time to really take these actions, but also, more importantly, to bring everyone on board so that we together as a community, try to find a solution to this problem. For us, this is really a solution going forward to deal with how do we enhance compliance, how do we ensure that our liquor traders conduct their businesses professionally.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. Well, that was Dr. Mgwebi Msia Ayanda from the Eastern Cape Liquor Board. We can only hope that this will be implemented and that they'll have enough manpower on the ground working with law enforcement agencies to ensure that what they've put on the table is implemented.
Absolutely. Abongile Jantjies, live to us there from East London in the Eastern Cape. Thanks very much indeed.